What's going on, weirdos? It's your man Shane Kid Walker here with Hollyweird TV, bringing you all yet another video. I know I've probably said this about a dozen times on this segment, but 2020 is the worst year in recent memory, for obvious reasons. Anyway, despite how we all feel about the current calendar year, there are some things that we should be looking forward to going into 2021. Alongside school and job reopenings, there are still some movie releases that are slated for 2020 as well as next year. From a movie that replaces one wrestler with another, to an animation domination original set to make a cinematic debut, these films are already among the most discussed, and they aren't even here yet. Not much we could really say about these films, but we're going to do our best to sell them to you as much as possible. As always here at Hollyweird TV, we place timestamps in the description below so that you, the viewer, could skip ahead and control the video as you see fit. Without further ado, let's begin. Number 10. Bob's Burgers. One of the most unexpectedly successful animated sitcoms of all time, Bob's Burgers is set to transition to the big screen in the spring of 2021. Originally set to be released on July 17th of this year, the movie was rescheduled due to you know what. Nonetheless, Bob's Burgers is officially the second animated series in Fox's animated lineup to receive a theatrical release. One second. Seth, can you stop playing with teddy bears and come on with the Family Guy film already? Jeez. Number 9. The New Mutants. Okay, weirdos, here's the thing. This film is a horror film set in the superhero genre. I personally would like to see how this will be pulled off. Usually, viewers only get one or the other, which makes viewers salivate at the mere idea. However, is it a good idea? On the one hand, we see the vision, but on the other hand, is it a wise move to merge two totally different genres? Not saying that something like this hasn't been done before, but will it be a sleeper hit and a welcome addition to the X-Men series? Number 8. Candyman. The fourth installment, but the official direct sequel to the 1992 cult classic. This particular version of Candyman has been sought after for ages by moviegoers, as it is a continuation to the actual story arc. Jordan Peele has signed on as one of the screenwriters for the film. Judging by his previous success, this installment of Candyman just may be a home run. Tony Todd reprises his role as the vengeful and titular character like he did in the previous entries. Number 7. Halloween Kills. Okay, who doesn't love Michael Myers? I'll tell you, people who need to be held tight while watching a horror film. Anyway, the legend of Michael Myers continued with this latest installment. This version serves as a direct sequel to the 2018 reboot, or a direct sequel to the 1978 original film, taking place over 40 years into the future. Jamie Lee Curtis will in fact be returning as the series' main antagonist, Laurie Strode. Accompanying Curtis as the lead antagonist is Nick Castle, who is set to play the iconic Michael Myers. Number 6. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Okay, considering how the last Venom was rated by critics, some aren't in a hurry to see this film. However, despite how critics feel about the previous installment, getting a chance to see Venom and Carnage go head to head is a comic book fan's wet dream. Yes, I said that. With Venom going in as the face and Carnage as the obvious heel, this impending battle has fans at the edge of their seats. Despite how this film turns out, the fight between these two iconic villains, yes, Venom is still technically a villain, will become one to remember. Number 5. Space Jam, A New Legacy. Yes, it is happening. After 25 long years, that is 25 NBA champions and 25 Super Bowl champions, we finally get a Space Jam sequel. Going from GOAT to GOAT, this sequel will see the return to fantastic NBA action in a Looney world. See what I did there? Starring LeBron James and some of the Looney Tune characters, fans finally get to see the King in a new light. Stepping away from his dominance on the court, he's now taking his talents to the big screen. Number 4. 007 No Time to Die. For the 25th time in history, James Bond is set to make an appearance in yet another highly anticipated film. Now, some doubts about the movie quality is in question due to the fact Sony no longer has the rights. On the flip side, however, the franchise was picked up by Universal Studios, and let's just say it could do one or two things. It could be a hit or it could be a dud. Now we here at Hollyweird TV, we love Bond, James Bond. But after the mixed reviews of 007 Spectre, one has to wonder how this will be viewed as it goes to another production company. Number 3, F9. It was supposed to drop in the spring of 2020, but again, it didn't, for obvious reasons. However, it has been pushed back to spring 2021, and by then, hopefully we have an answer to all of this. Anyway, this film ranks high due to the fact it introduces John Cena as a new character. Although he's more on the antagonistic side, cause Super Cena ain't it, it's a welcome change of pace to a well-established franchise, and it gives John Cena a well-needed facelift. Only pro wrestling insiders would get that. Number 2, Westside Story. It's been nearly 60 years since this film was first adapted from a Broadway musical. We are definitely in the era of nostalgia, making old things new again. With that being said, West Side Story is one of the films that actually deserves a reboot. With times being different from those of 1957 and 61 respectively, it'll be interesting to see how the production will be in this version. Before we continue, Hollywood would like to pause and recognize some honorable mentions. Number 1, Mortal Kombat. Finally, I thought I was gonna die and come back twice before we got another MK film. Man, let's just say I'm glad I'm here and I'm glad I'm reporting this to you all. Anyway, done with the fanboying. This will be a reboot of the entire franchise, just like the 2009 video game. Going to keep this brief as my excitement will allow me to talk about this film all day long. Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Shang Tsung. Need I say more? Do you all agree? If so or if not, please tell us about it in the comment section below. If you have any ideas on what we should do next, by all means, leave your recommendations in the comment section as well. Yeah, we actually read those things and we give shoutouts to the recommenders. Next week on Hollyweird TV, we're not going to get personal with just SKW, but we're going to get personal with SKW and his friends. Hollyweird TV will present a new segment entitled Alcorn, The Adventures of the Five Kings. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and ring that dang on bell to get all of our notifications. Until then, remember, Hollywood is a weird place. I'm your man Shane Kid Walker, and this is Hollyweird TV.